Here! Over here! Here we are. There's a cavern behind the waterfall. Try not to get soaked. You might catch a cold. It's blocked off. What about that adeptal energy? Give the adeptal energy a go.
Solidify!
Now, this is what we call... Not like this. Current is too strong. Paimon's soaked. Oh, wait. Hold up. Yeah, you're amazing, Mr. MC. Okay, we just had to push the water out the way. Got it. All right, now we're in this cavern. There's more water in here than before. Maybe I'll have to swim in next time. What's in the bag? Little Mal? Wait. Oh, here. Investigate. What a huge claw mark. And the paw prints. It's like some wild beast left the mine. Yeah, huge, right? He's not talking about himself, is he? This is my secret base. You camp here? You're incredible, but you need to stay safe. It's fine, my friend will protect me.
And all the more valuable for it.
Okay, so either he is the dragon or he's friends with the dragon. This is it. It's the clue I wanted to show you before, right here. What on type fat is that? It's so covered in moss that Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. Wasn't any moss the last time I came here. How long ago was that? No need to worry, little Mal. It's so humid here that it's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There seems to be a way to clear it away. Clean the mural. Hold up. Let me get the common chest first.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
The moss came loose. Look, MC, look. It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we have today, huh? Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chenyu Vale, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here earlier than he did. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing that Chenyu Vale will only be fixed after we found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you about these stories? You rule, little Mal. That's first-class guide material right there. Huh. Little Mal's a local, so of course he'd understand this place better than Paimon. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after and all that. But I much prefer hearing her stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. The warriors of Chenyu Vale were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. The Millilith, led by none other than the Lord Geo himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suits of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds and fought with 100-pound spears. Apparently, everyone was at war back then, so much so that the Baishu River turned crimson red. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wandered through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind. Yikes, scary stuff. Cover your ears, Mini Pie. I don't think these stories are meant for kids. Yeah, sounds terrifying. Hatsumantagne's right. You shouldn't dwell on this stuff all the time. There's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always said we're too young to hear them, that they'll turn us rotten and stuff like that. I'm old enough already. Hearing a story is not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't any adults still around who know these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't even known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine then. Guess we'll move on. So the grown-ups were right to say that those ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere up high. Where exactly? And where did all the jade float off to? Huh. Well, it must have sunk to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver and then it could sink to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard talk about any ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyu Vale is a small place after all. If there had been such rumors, everyone would already know about them. You know so much. You're a future scholar material for sure. But what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't even earn much mora. And it sounds like no fun. And become a traveler like us. What could be more fun than adventuring around the world? Seeing as we now know the site of the Rain Jade right, what should we do next? Why don't we go somewhere high up and take a look? Let's observe how the river flows. Go high up. High up. The watchtower at Yilong Wharf's pretty high up. Okay, let's head out. All right, let's go. Oh, are we just teleporting there? Yup. Might already have the jade that we need. Look, from up here, you can clearly see the water, how the water moves through those narrows and slows down again as the river widens. The jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there. Wow, you're a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wondering though, what's that massive thing in the distance? That huge thing is the Jade Mouth, a legendary jade ring that adeptus threw into the water. Oh, but the river's curves around there, so the current should actually speed up. But the river gradually gets wider there. Yeah, so the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens. So there's actually a good chance that the jade at the bottom of the river is at the bottom of the river somewhere around Jade Mouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. Not to mention, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like, "Jade shall rise from sunken mouth," or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. Compared to little Mao, Paimon feels like she's completely out of her depth. It's because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about the mountains, and she's taught me loads too. That's how I've learned so much. Sorry, Paimon, you just need better friends. You're unfit for duty, Mini Pie. As the young master, I am most disappointed. Don't worry too much about it, Paimon. Yeah, that's right. Paimon has lots of other strengths, like eating. Whatever the case, let's go down and get on a bamboo raft. Oh, yay! Jade Mouth, here we come! All right, board a bamboo raft. I'm guessing this is the bamboo raft down here. We gotta talk to Bosu. Bosu, someone coming aboard? Wait, is that you, little Mal? Come, I'll take you. We have chairs on this raft too. All right, boatman, take us to Jade Mouth. All right, Jade Mouth it is. The other two, you're tourists? Haha. Well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not many locals. Oh, wait. Hey, you can say that, Mr. Boatman. Are there any stories about Jade Mouth that I haven't heard before? Knowing you and how much you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Tell me more. Alrighty then. Well, I've heard it mentioned that Jade Mouth was left behind by Rex Lapis when he marched through to save the people of Chenyu Vale. Legend has it to prevent the naval advance from downstream the local adepti. Oh, I did have to speak through that. You're making it up as you go again, Gramps. There's no way that Liyue's navy came upriver. I heard the Jade Mouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. In those days, a baddie god tried to redirect the river to drown the Millilith stationed at both the banks of Chenyu Vale, but a giant white snake and a giant carp who were subordinate disobeyed her orders. The giant white snake she threw the jades she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since, we've had no more floods, and everyone can peacefully live on both sides of the river. Wish this would slow down. You might understand a lot, kiddo. but you haven't seen much. Take a closer look. There aren't any crops by the river. So after it was pinned down by the Jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded. But that also meant that it wasn't able to provide irrigation for crops. So what was once wide, gently flowing river is today a narrow something. Such a river leaves no substance for the earth on its banks. And of course, that also means no people living peacefully, living on both sides. Paimon gets it now. But did you say that the adepti were resisting the Lord of Geo, little Mal? As how it was a long time ago, some people believe that the first Lord of all Liyue was Rex Lapis. But Chinny Vale, we believe that before he came, there were other gods and adepti who protected our ancestors. This ties into the Bajol story, I feel like. I've heard Grandpa Lou say that the tea ceremony is actually for the Carp Adeptus who planted our first tea tree. Oh, but aren't these adepti meant to be the baddies? They were serving under a baddie god after all. In some stories, they're the baddies, but in others, they're the goodies. But it was also such a long, long time ago. Even the grown-ups don't remember much, but they always try to bluff me. Talking about that friend of yours again. How can such a supernatural being be held to simple codes of right and wrong? As far as we're concerned, all forces that have ever blessed and protected this land deserve our offerings. Ah, there you go again. All right, then, time to get off. We're here. Does it mean we can slow down on the reading? Thanks, Gramps. As the river breeze blows, you hitch a ride. Come on! We're here, and this is Jade Mouth. Such a huge chunk of jade, and even the other pieces that are on it are massive. Whoever threw this down, adeptus or not, there must have been absolute... You know what? I'm not reading anymore. Nope. Get everything you want to say out of the way. I'm not bothering. If you want to pause and read it yourself, pause and read it yourself. They don't allow me to read it. They go too fast for me to read it. Also, the reason why I say this ties into Baijo's story is they said the carp and the white snake, which of course is wrapped around Baijo's neck. And also, he even said that the snake, I forget its name, came from Chenyu Vale. And that...
Where do you want to go next?
That snake kind of goes against Rex Lapis, and that's why Hotao wasn't very happy with it. Can you shut up, Zhongli? I'm talking about your story and the story of others. So yeah, they obviously went against each other, and they had a very different outlook on how to run things, I guess. Yeah, he threw me off by talking. I feel like now I'm just saying nonsense because I'm trying to make... Zhongli! Talking to me. Gotta go higher? How much higher? Follow the carp trail. Where do you want me to go? Oh, here. Thank you for now showing me it. Well, here's the jade myth. But how are we going to find all that jade underwater? So this is how it is. The spring's cries ripple through the vales. The shrines depart from the northeast shore. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide. Sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade concealed within. What's that little mouse singing about? Sounds pretty complicated. It's just one of the local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means if you look out from the corner of center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see two stone shrines hidden in the northeast and the southwest. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Paimon understood that last bit, but the jade is all hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep, sounds like we're going treasure hunting. Hooray! But the area between the northeast and the southwest is so huge. After all, in a broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world. You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon, but there's no need to worry. I already have an idea of where the shrines will be because, well, my friends told me. Come on, let's roll. I have a question. Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great? Yeah, wouldn't that mean that the boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about that. My friend told me that once we've done what we need to beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would the old boatman carry on making a living? Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boots. Let's get going then. A smart whirlpool? That just sounds weird. All right, so I guess to start, we go this way. All right, first, shrine. Ugh. We got some meat. Looks like the squirrels were giving an offering of pine cones, was it? Or was it acorns? I can't really tell which. Over here. Got a little bit of gold. How about we try using adeptus energy, MC? Hold on. I see I gotta get this one all sorted too. Come to me. Wait, I see. So do it like that, and then... Hold up. I'm so confused. Is this all time sensitive? How come they won't both work at the same time? Like, I would love to... Okay, yes. And then... No, boom from you. There we go. All right, now we go to the shrine and... What'd it say? Oh, wait. Well, I guess that settles it. Yay, chess. Oh, you're amazing. You, my friend, couldn't do anything about the shrines.
All the more valuable for it.
Hey, you got that right. What, they your friends? His friends couldn't do anything about the shrines? That's kind of rude, Paimon. All right, now we got to go get the other side. Hey, yo. What you doing here? Oh, great. More treasure hoarders.
Solidify.
A lot of them. Oh my gosh, how many people do you guys have here?
It's cheating.
That is cheating. And we scared them off. Alright, so now all we had to do was fight them in order to interact with this? Okay. Oh, she's really right about... Goes away so fast. Let me read it, game!
I'll keep this close.
What's the point of adding all this story if you don't allow me to read this story? Go back beneath the jade. Someone's note. The spring's cries ripple through the vales. The shrines depart from the northeast shore. The heights and the shallows in the west side hide. Oh, this is exactly the song. Well, it looks like we have all the pearls lit up. Huh? You haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try, MC? In what way? Like that? Pressing T while looking up at the jade? That's a whirlpool. And the fish are simply swimming around it. Quick, look, the whirlpool's appeared, just like the song said. I guess we going in. And down we go, a little gently though. Oh, we gotta follow a carp again. Wow, and just like the legend says, a golden carp. Ah, it's you again, Adeptus Fujin. Fujin. Ooh, did the kid not know? Ooh. Look what they had hidden in the back here. Oh, how dare you. This is a horrible camera angle to fight with. But I pulled it off. And I got the precious
I'll
chest.
keep this close.
All right, continuing on with what we're supposed to be doing. I shouldn't run because we might end up swimming and I don't want to drown. Looks like we got another chest here.
Is
This one we didn't have to fight
an
for.
answer from this world?
Follow that carp. Oh, a waypoint. Guess I'll grab it. It's another Jade. It's Fujin. MC and Paimon, we meet again. And who might this be? Huh? You haven't met before? This is little Mao. He's helped us so much along the way. No, we haven't met before. But you must be a good child, little Mao. Hello, and yes, that's me. Miss, are you an adeptus? Are you? You are, aren't you? This is Adeptus Fujin. Thanks for all the help you've given MC and Paimon, little Mao. It's really the legendary Fujin in the flesh. I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you, and now I know that you're not some kind of big slippery carp, but a lady instead, like a big sister. The big carp? Honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, little Mao? Paimon, we've been following a carp. Even like Cloud Retainer is a crane. Ahem. One is indeed an adeptus, and as such can take forms as we please, as one pleases. This particular form seems to be the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you've said, you have a very unique scent, little Mao. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with golden eyes and fair complexion, perhaps? Not exactly. Big Sis Fujin, you're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountains doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads. So it was her after all. So your friend wasn't Adeptus Fujin after all, huh? But Big Sis Fujin's friend, but Big Sis Fujin's my friend now too, isn't she? Of course, little Mao. I'm delighted to have made friends with you. Way to go, little Mao. You now have met 2 adepti. Little Mao's met another. Let's go with the first one. But I met more. Whoop, whoop. Go me, I win. Huh? What? Tell me about him. Anyway, what does that mean? Little Mao's friend is also an adeptus? As for whether little Mao's friend counts as adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, adeptus is merely a title. It's hard to say whether adepti are even people. The word adeptus is just like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an adeptus, and no one shall remain an adeptus forever. That's true. So you met that friend of little Mao's that we're talking about, right? Indeed. It's been a long, long time since I saw her. So now, I suspect that I don't know her half as well as little Mao does. I'm not even sure if I still count as her friend. According to what little Mao said, his friend wants to restore nature. 2. I would imagine so. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade I had originally hoped it would remain here, the same as it ever was. I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so. This rain jade that you mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something? Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, the ancestors of the people of Chenyu Vale lost their ability to communicate with the heavens. The guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight, and lost the. Okay. Henceforth, they began to take jade, which glows as gentle as the light of the moon, and cast into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile lands, for clement weather, and for their river banks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power until one day. Big Sis Fujin? What happened next? One day, the long war to become the gods, would reign over this world began. Afterwards, this tradition lost all of its meaning. But though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over generations. To cut a long story short, this piece of votive range jade before us was the very last one ever to be thrown. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swollen by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power has dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. This power may also have affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that has dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive range jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing the water and soil back to health. How should I say this? MC and Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know. And little Mao, you help me too? Will you help out your big sis? Of course, I want to restore nature too. Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. All right, then let us go our separate ways for now. Once you've retrieved the adeptal energy-filled votive range jade, we'll meet again by a deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. The south? Got it, eh? She's gone and disappeared again. Ah, well, let's just do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore the voting range jade power. Speaking of which, what's that got to do with voting? No, votier. Cece, you're not much brighter than Paimon. It's votive. Oh, right. So complicated. Though, since you mentioned it, what does votive even mean? And why is it called range jade again? Exactly, what does it mean? Let's follow the adeptus instructions and search for the adeptal energy. Collect the scattered adeptal energy. I'm guessing this down here. Buy these hilly churros. Yeah! Hit them up. Collects. Whoa, this jar has suddenly gotten bigger. Whoa. It has gotten bigger. Investigate. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff in it. Next one. Monsters, watch out!
Nice.
I ain't scared of no monsters. Like really, what are they gonna do to me? I'll say dead. Wow, another strange phenomenon. A lump of... Is this also condensed from adeptal energy? I think we gotta deal with something here. Pow, 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 pow. Oops. Didn't mean to climb up here. Enemy reinforcements. Wow. Here, let me... Oh. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him again. Hit him in the face. Hit him in the... I'm not gonna say it. Wait, there's... Oh, you. Why are you hiding back here? Join the fight. Hello, little Steely. Come on out. I'm guessing we gotta follow this. Since little Mal pointed it out, it's gotta play a piece of importance. Go. Oh, there's 2 of them. 3 of them. What you all doing here? Steely's and all 3 of them. Spymon, you see the guy that's off to play with Steely's? That's another one. You guys leave me to prizes, right? Let's keep going, those Steely's. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
A reward on the road.
All right. And I guess we got to lower this water somehow. Because how are you going to light this up with pyro energy if it's underneath? Hit it. Hot. Come on. Surface amber. 2. Sweet. Ugh. I keep falling in the water and I don't like it.
Wow, these will come in handy.
That's number 3. All right, how much more we got? So we keep going this way, back where we started, but I'm missing something along here. Gotta get one more thing of energy. Okay, now we're following something. Oh no, Lomao is still with us. Uh-oh. Next. Activate. What do we? What was that? All right, keep following. What? Ah. There we go, up here. Let's keep going, little adeptal energy boar. A boar created by adeptal power.
Life goes on.
Good to know. A little bit more, and sweets.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
And that was the last one. Now we just need to make it all the way back. It's spinning now. Gotta get up there. Look, it's moving. That's what I said, Paimon.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man marching Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you,